Sunday, the 13th of June. And tonight, there is going to be an NXT TakeOver. And do you know where that takeover is going to take place, Austin? In your house! That's right, it's going to be taking place in your house. Now, so far, we have, looks like only 5 announced matches, which sounds about right for an NXT TakeOver event. So we're just going to run down some quick predictions and feelings. News and views, so to speak, is what we will be running over. So let's begin with Mercedes Martinez taking on Xia Li. Who do you got for this one, Austin?
Well, I know this one is going to be probably the opening match. I'm assuming, if it's not. Okay. Who do I have winning this match? Mercedes Martinez.
You've got Mercedes Martinez winning this matchup. Mercedes Martinez is a fantastic women's wrestler who has been around for like 20 years now and just hasn't got the break that she deserves. And I think that tonight that is going to continue and Xia Li is going to get the win.
Well, okay then.
Next up, Cameron Grimes taking on L.A. Knight, which again sounds like a combination of L.A. gear and British Knights, the sneakers from the 1990s, as seen a lot on the early days of Nickelodeon for the millennial folks out there. So Cameron, not Trevor Lee Grimes, taking on L.A. Boy, creative is a genius coming up with these names, Knight. And that's going to be in a ladder match for the $1 Million Championship. Who do you got, Austin?
Well, since they've been pushing LA Knight as hard as they can, I think I'm going to have to go with LA Knight.
Well, I think that you may be correct on this one, because Cameron Grimes, it seems like there's only one place for him to go, which is to the moon. But the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, is known as somewhat of a dastardly trickster, as he was seen in his own wrestling career. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, turns on Cameron Grimes. And he's not going to be going to the moon at all. He's going to be going to a local medical facility.
And through a ladder.
Yes, which will cause him to go to a local medical facility. Next up, NXT North American Champion Bronson Reed and the NXT Tag Champs MSK, formerly known as the Rascals, with a Z for trademark purposes, taking on Legado del Fantasma in a winner takes these belts match. Yeah, who do you got?
Because it's not take all, because that makes no sense whatsoever.
That is correct, because Legado del Fantasma has nothing to actually lose should they lose the match.
They have their nachos to lose, sir.
Oh my goodness, that's right. I forgot. The winners of this matchup,
they get the titles and the nachos.
They get the titles and the nachos. They each get their own giant plate of nachos.
Wow.
Indeed. So Legado del Fantasma, again, which has no belts and nothing of value to give up themselves that the North American and Tag Team Champions could possibly win, will be taking on Bronson Reed, the North American Champion, and MSK, the NXT Tag Team Champions, in a winner takes some match. And speaking of champions, there are a couple of big championship matches. We have Raquel Gonzalez, tall Sonya Deville, taking on Ember Moon. Who do you got?
For one, we didn't say our predictions for the match before that, sir. We just talked about the winner take all part, not who we thought was going to win. Duh.
All right, so in this winner take some match that we have, who do you think is going to be the winning team, Austin?
Well, I think it's gonna be MSK and Bronson Reed taking home that gold and the nachos.
Do you think that Legado del Fantasma is going to be very upset if they do not win the nachos?
Simply upset, yes.
What about the championships? Are they going to be more upset about not winning the championships or about not winning the nachos?
Definitely not winning the nachos, because I would be upset if I didn't win nachos over a championship.
I love nachos.
So don't I.
I'm glad that we could share with you how much we love nachos. And speaking of nachos, this next match is Nacho Average matchup. It's Raquel Gonzalez taking on Ember Moon in the NXT Women's Championship. Who do you got, Austin?
Well, since she just won the title of the last pay-per-view, I have to go with tall Sonya Deville.
Tall Sonya Deville. That's Raquel Gonzalez.
Yes, put your hair up and square up.
It does appear that she puts her hair up and squares up. Now, Raquel Gonzalez, who is going to be engaged in a very, very tough battle with Ember Moon, I believe is going to face one of her toughest challenges to date. And I personally feel that at the end of this matchup, the winner is going to be none other than the person that scores the pinfall.
Now, you said engaged, so is tall Sonya Deville getting engaged to someone?
She is not getting engaged to anyone as far as I know. However, as I have stated previously, nobody gives a crap about the personal dating lives outside of wrestling, because we are here to talk about wrestling, not what they're doing outside of it.
What do you mean? I think everyone wants to tune in every week and watch Toto Bellas and watch Ms. and Mrs. Who wouldn't?
You know, I got to agree with you there, at least on Ms. and Mrs. Now, speaking of the Miz, did you know?
No. No. We're not doing a 15-minute segment about the Miz again.
All right, so just so anyone...
We are here to talk about NXT TakeOver in your house, not Mike the Miz Mizanin.
But I want to talk...
No! Never!
I want to
Wrestling!
I want to talk about The Miz. The Miz, who is a wrestler.
No! Yes, he's a wrestler.
And an actor.
But we're not talking about the Mortal Kombat movie.
No, I'm glad that you mentioned Mortal Kombat. Because The Miz is not only a wrestler and an actor.
No. Move on to the next. Move on to the next subject.
All right. And the final matchup, or what likely will be the final matchup, the slated main event of NXT TakeOver, which will be taking place where, Austin?
In your house.
That's right. It's in your house. And yours. And yours. And if there's more than 3 people that watch this video, yours and everyone else too.
Yes, and yours, little Timmy. Don't forget about little Timmy.
Little Timmy. Little Timmy, you're gonna freaking love this show. There's one match left for us to cover here today, Austin, and we have a fatal 5-way. That's right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wrestlers, a fatal 5-way. You got NXT champ Karrion Kross defending against Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, and Pete Dunne. Who do you have in this one?
Well, I mean, I think everyone in here is great talent, on the roster. This match is going to be a pretty good match. Be a good match, yep.
So you have Karrion Kross winning the match in this fatal 5-way. Now, there has been a rumor that we may see the return of the recently released Samoa Joe. And I believe that if that is going to happen, it's gonna be at the end of this particular match. And out of everyone in the matchup, Kross is someone that Joe would really love to take on and give a beating. He's gonna bust some muscles. He's gonna clutch some coquinas. And then we're gonna see Karrion Kross holding the belt at the end of the show.
Anyway, those are our predictions for NXT in your house. We're going to probably tally, see what we got right, see what we got wrong, and we'll tell you what we got right and what we got wrong.
And I'll tell you what's right. Everything about tonight's card for NXT TakeOver, which is going to be taking place where?
In your
house.